Okay.
You can start whenever.
Yes, welcome back. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep and a few cups of caffeine. I have theories about the last trial.
All right.
So,
get into it and start setting up for the trial, and then.
It's been a week or so since I last played this game. But I remember I wanted to write down the evidence.
This is an insanely long note. I love it.
I have a very long list. Okay, so here's the dealio. Before I go
switch to this one while we do this then.
Okay, before I go in, I want to start. I was like, let's go over person by person.
Yeah.
So Hifumi. In case you forgot, he died.
Rip
a big
to
factor
Hifumi,
was
but
that
I'm
he
different.
couldn't have been moved. Nobody was able to move his body.
Yeah.
Which means he must have been involved. He was a part of it.
Ooh.
Must have been betrayed, is what possibly betrayed. But I later came to the conclusion he was betrayed. He had Taka's note, the ripped piece of paper that was in Taka's hand when he died.
Yeah.
Spoilers, he also died. Spoilers for last episode.
last episode that you should have watched.
Which may signal Taka had been resisting Hifumi. Because Hifumi was struggling to get it out, and Taka was trying to fight back, you know? Hifumi was in the picture with the Robo-Justice Man, and then he was attacked twice over, which seems like overkill, no pun intended, before he actually died. Which makes me think it was a setup, or something, along those lines. Okay, so, maybe they're just trying to make him appear as a victim, you know? Next person, Hiro. I think it's too obvious, because he was obviously, like, framed, put in the suit. I think he was being honest, because I don't think he could lie. I think he's just too dumb. too oblivious, you know? I think he's lying. The blueprints in the room that had the robot thing, could be his. That seems like a very Hero thing to make. But the handwriting was different from the handwriting on the notes that he said he slept under Makoto's door. So, it was not him organizing it all. If he's part of it, he either did not know, or he did not want to be. That's his thing. Hifumi's last words do throw a wrench in here, but that solidifies my idea that Hifumi was part of the murderers trying to set somebody else up.
Okay.
Okay, the hammers. If you don't recall, the hammers had numbers on them. Either they're not important, they're in the wrong order, or I remembered it horribly wrong.
He's getting
The
more you lean forward, the more it comes out.
Cool.
So just kind of sit back a little bit, and then.
I don't have any evidence for it yet, but I have a theory that it may have to do with Taka's watch. I remember that was a big deal, so maybe the hammer orders are a thing to do with, like, what time they were died at. One of the hammers was clean, the one in the repository that didn't have a number on it, so somebody was maybe killed in the repository. Maybe that was Hifumi. I don't think it was. Was it? I don't think it was.
What?
Who was killed in the repository. Maybe somebody was.
Oh.
But one of the hammers in there was, like, sparkly clean.
We found Hifumi in the nurse's office. We found Taka.
Yes, but we know Hifumi wasn't dead until he was like, it was Hiro.
Just trying to remember.
Yes.
Just trying to help remember.
So most people we know are cleared, except for Hiro, Kyoko, and Hifumi.
I love this, by the way.
Then
Continue.
I also realized Celeste was kind of out of the picture for most of it as well. I didn't think that was important at first, because when we were with them at some point when something went down. So Hiro, Kyoko, and Hifumi and Celeste are my 4 suspects.
Okay.
Hifumi's cleared for at least part of it.
There you go.
Okay, so there's other things that I don't have a reason for yet.
I love how in-depth this is, because this is exactly what I did too. I would play it and I'd be like, okay, now I must think.
Other pieces of evidence that I don't have a justification for. There was a dolly or like a mat used to move Taka, we know.
Yeah, there was a dolly and a tarp.
Maybe Hifumi, but like upstairs would have been difficult with the dolly either way, so I don't think Hifumi was moved. So I think he was moving around on his own, or somebody was helping him. Hifumi was hit in the head, but he disappeared in the hospital room, which means, I don't remember what this means, either he was able to leave and continue his plan, like he was okay enough to go, or he was immediately killed and dragged out on a dolly, perhaps, which not really, but like, he was hit in the head twice and was totally like gone the next time. Sus. The hammers, overall, no clue why there's 5. The robot suit. I think it was mentioned that you can't move around very well.
They said you can't bend at the waist.
Okay, that's probably important.
That's what they said.
That's very important because it's specific. I don't see how that would play into anything other than moving the bodies, which might explain why there was a dolly used.
Yeah.
But I don't know. $10 million. Here's the thing. I don't see why anybody would want it, so I don't know if that even has a part into play. Like, Byakuya has it.
Yeah.
Hina, Sakura, nobody has interest in it. Celeste could probably make that in a weekend. Like... Kyoko probably would brush aside any accusation without explanation, so there's
the shade.
That. Conclusion, I think Hifumi... Okay, here's my conclusion.
Okay.
My overall theory, I think Hifumi wanted Taka dead, probably because of Chihiro or something. So he tried to kill him, but he couldn't do it on his own, being the lumbering oaf that he is. And he needed an accomplice. So whoever he got to help him, which at this point, when I first wrote this down, Kyoko was my main suspect, but I hated it because, like, we don't know anything about Kyoko, and they're not going to keep that a secret. So she's clear. That's when I came to the conclusion, either Hiro or Celeste were still my suspects.
Okay.
And I don't think Hiro is part of it. I think it might be Celeste. And the last revelation I had before coming over yesterday night was that Hifumi and Celeste had that really weird dynamic going on where he was like obeying her every word. So I think he easily could have just been like, help me kill Taka.
All right.
So I think it's Celeste, but also Hifumi might have killed Taka.
All right. I like it.
I spent so much time writing this out.
I can tell. It's an in-depth note.
You can't tell, but like this guy has got pages.
It's like 3 scrolling of like... Cool. Wow. Let's get into it.
That's my theory.
I'm sorry if the green screen is wonky, but...
Hifumi was the one who initiated it, but I think Celeste is the one we're going to kill.
Okay.
Kyoko is my number 2, but I just don't see how that works.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, friggin' Jill. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation. They were gathered by the red door.
Hold on, I'm gonna get water.
Get water. That's fine. We can pause. As soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
What? He's multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. It's my boyfriend. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
It's a real Monokuma.
I don't know. Which one do I shoot? Can we just get on the elevator already?
So you say that, but I literally am playing a game on my stream right now where I had to do that. It was like, pick which one's the real one. And I'm like, I don't know.
Nice. Playing Detroit Become Human?
No.
Oh, never mind. Spoilers for
I'm
Detroit
playing Your
Become
Turn to
Human.
Die. Spoilers for Your Turn to Die.
You're not playing along! Stop talking. We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
Then if Sorry, I love that. Hey! That if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. See you guys down there.
I just love Monokuma's, like, voice clips. They're really good.
Okay then, shall we?
In future game, he has one that's just him going,
That's the best.
hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
You're chill, I got this.
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
Not so fast.
I told you already, I didn't do it. For serious.
He's not lying. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume or the note?
Well, no, but...
How unfortunate. Then it would seem that I'm off the hook for now. We have our culprit.
Hey.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin.
Yeah, good idea. I realized last recording sesh that I was like, all my characters are the only ones talking. I'm like, you still had a lot, they just weren't talking.
Yeah.
Like, that's right, I have to.
Your characters also
I
have
have to do, also 2 of my characters died.
much
but,
more like in-person voices, like in-character voices.
That's fair.
All of mine, except for Celeste, are just like how I talk.
Stop talking.
Yeah.
I am Kyoko. I'm Monokuma! I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it.
Yeah, I go back to my dorm and I'm like, hey guys, it smells good in here. What you cooking?
For everyone who's still alive, and for the 2 that lost their lives.
There's been...
Hifumi, Taka,
Hifumi and Taka.
The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The killer is the one who
Hifumi and
killed
Taka.
Hifumi and Taka. Someone right here.
That's true. All right, we're just cutting to the
We're
chase.
just going for it. Took one last deep breath.
Psych.
Exhaled slowly. We're gonna walk toward the elevator, whatever. Once everyone was aboard.
Man, we have good content.
Monokuma went choo-choo! Doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. 2 things. Number 1, I think it's happened by this point, so thanks for getting 1,000 views on my first Subspace, or on my first World of Light episode.
Hey.
That's wild. Second of all, thanks to the person who just commented on the episode. It was like, this is my favorite thing on YouTube right now.
Aw.
That meant a lot to me.
That's so
thanks.
polite.
It was on episode 4. It's like episode 24 right now, but...
Good.
Clunky, the elevator kept us coming as we fell further and further down.
I'll keep track of that alternate account.
There was no going back. Shut up. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Don't diss our OnlyFans.
Just kidding. How do you know about my OnlyFans?
I know. I
Okay.
set that self up. Also, we have 69 subscribers right now. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop, but you should make that more. The elevator's door slid open. So subscribe. Opening up onto a cruel fate.
Unlike what would happen if you subscribed.
Unsubbed viewers. Ooh.
When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
I love that. Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Yeah, we're down to 8 left right now.
Stop goofing around to begin the trial. Don't rush me, of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I'll never hold out on you like that.
If we had
The
sponsorship, I would put it there, or if we were able to monetize, I'd put an ad right there.
Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned
Not
seats.
that I'd see it, because I have YouTube Premium.
I like this. Okay, thank you.
The curtain opened again.
I like the new room.
It's nice. No, it is a nice
Okay,
look.
deadly stuff. Do you have to
Deadly
read
judgment,
it?
a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly Taka, and
I was gonna say that.
deadly class trial.
Oh man.
You wanna save the
let's
data?
save the data.
Save the data.
Let's go.
All right, so you can set your skills.
Yes.
You can look at your clues, but you basically just reviewed them all, so
I feel
you
very
have Lost in
confident.
Thought available, which you didn't have before.
All right, there we go. We gonna get lost in thought.
Do you remember how to do any of this?
Not in the slightest.
Here we go. It'll be fun.
Trial.
But we don't have to talk as much, which is nice.
All right.
Break. All right.
Let's begin with
You
a
mess up the
basic
lighting again.
explanation of the
Heck,
class
you
wanna check it?
trial.
I'll check it, but
So, your votes will
we can keep
determine
going.
the results.
No, we're good. Everything's good.
If you can figure out who done it,
I like that we
then
both
only
wore red.
they will
It
receive
contrasts to the
punishment.
green screen well.
I think I've only
If you
worn
pick
red and
the
black on this
wrong
series.
one,
And white, maybe.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Yeah, you
and
punish everyone.
brown.
We already know who did it.
Was that?
It was Hero. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place.
It's always jarring to
and he
hear her
found
actual
that
voice
suit.
after listening to yours.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Okay.
Thanks,
Tone
Jill.
it down, sweetheart.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hero, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
This is only furthering my theory, though, because she's trying too
It
hard.
points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
Crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know, I don't know!
Is Hero really the killer? Or for anything else, we have to make that clear.
Okay.
Is Hero really the murderer? Make your argument.
No!
Yasuhiro's message.
Okay, how do I
Everything we
shoot?
found in your room,
I think Y is shoot.
the blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
I don't remember how to get rid of the
Now,
text.
The blueprints might be. It's that one.
Oh, you remember.
I don't know anything about that stuff!
I know exactly
It's
what I'm
not
supposed to
true,
shoot, I
it's a
think.
conspiracy!
Hero, why? Why did you kill
What's up
them?
with your hair?
No! Just hold on a
His
second!
hair
I
is
got a
like
haircut. Oh.
Daniel did get a haircut. Wow.
I'm bald.
Look in the blueprints, the handprint.
Yes, okay, I wanted. There were. Yeah, okay.
Everything we found in your room, the blueprints, the suit parts,
And oh, I thought you were gonna hit the noise.
I was afraid.
No, that's wrong.
That's quite enough, little missy.
Hey there, partner. Calm yourself.
I don't like what you're saying.
Take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
Which,
The
again-
handwriting's obviously different.
The thing we're
What do
trying
you
to
say?
keep secret from Monokuma, who is right there.
I don't know.
When you
yeah.
compare it to the blueprints,
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Thanks, Hero.
He makes a good point.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hero's the culprit?
Not yet.
And he's not the only one. I think Hero is innocent as well.
Then who was in that Robo Justice suit? Is it like Hero said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious
It was
individual
Monokuma.
hidden within the suit.
I built a suit.
How tall is Celeste? It was 3 Monokumas on top of each other.
I don't think she's listed as taller than Byakuya, but she does wear heels.
So she could fit in Hiro's suit.
Oh.
This is my point.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
She doesn't know.
Of course he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo Justice suit?
Suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit.
None of the. Wait, what?
They're saying who was in the suit?
I mean, Hiro. Because he was unconscious.
Hiro
Oh,
was
wait,
in
yeah,
the
okay,
suit,
gotcha.
yeah.
That's the only thing.
I can't
was-
think of anyone
okay.
else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Honey, where's my second suit?
Oh my
Then
god.
there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. The public is in danger. Just said Hiro didn't do it.
Sorry. I don't know why I gave Frozone Hifumi's voice. Continue.
It makes perfect sense.
I am the
Hiro
greatest
was the
good you're ever going to
individual
get.
in the suit, but he.
So what you're
Sorry.
saying is...
That's right.
You cut him
The
off.
culprit in this case has nothing to do with.
What?
I will cut you off.
Okay, fair enough.
Now that's a bold assumption.
Hi.
I like you.
And what reason do you have to
choice.
make such a statement?
Not
You do have a reason,
Not
yes.
as much with the gel, but
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to
Tell them,
clarify first.
Makoto.
So let's get that out of the way.
Tell them, Naegi.
Hey, stop trying to boss us
he's
around.
gonna do the thing.
All things have a
His,
proper
like-
order.
So what is it? What needs to be
I mean,
clarified?
I default to Sakura's stance.
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
The things that were used to move Taka's body, they must have been...
The blue tarp is one.
I think you just have to select a both, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but...
I got it!
There's still one more thing.
There we
It's
go.
probably Hifumi's glasses.
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Thanks.
Okay.
That's the attitude.
So, let's see if I can explain.
Okay.
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
You got it.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room.
Yes.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to
Hello,
use
pretty
it when they
perfect girl. I'm
moved
sorry
Taka's
you're
body.
dead.
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving
Miss
it.
her.
Okay,
know.
that explains the
Except
tarp.
I'm watching the Game
And the
Rooms
dolly.
playthrough and I don't miss her as much anymore.
I miss my girl because she's kind of gone too. So we're in the same boat.
Same
Comes
thing.
and goes.
Yeah.
This chapter she's kind of gone, but
I'm sure
Taka.
the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
But yeah, they gave her an
But
Italian
when the
voice.
body disappeared,
Sayaka's voice
so
is just
did
a
the
Mario
doll.
voice.
Sorry.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
Oh, you're done, Makoto.
This is like when
So
Sakura
did
was
the
like, "Would you
doll.
like me to run over the entire chapter again?"
Yeah.
In other words, you
First,
think they
Hifumi
used
said
the
alter
dolly to
ego,
move the
and
body.
then
Am I
Taka
right?
said, "Bro," and then
I'm me.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Yes.
I'm not Liam Neeson's
Are you
wife.
absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we
It's not
found
my own
Taka's
joke.
body?
I've heard it before.
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its
Is
way
that my
to the
wife?
equipment room.
Okay. Side note:
Yes,
if I hadn't given her such a dumb voice, she might be my number 2.
really.
Is it not possible that it
I
was
like
in
her,
the
she's creepy.
repository all along?
She-
and you
I don't like that
simply didn't
stare.
realize
No,
it?
I don't like it either. But her voice is adorable.
Oh, that's fair. No, she's got a really
raised
good
an
voice.
objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Oh.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around
Okay,
you.
that's a little much.
It's a little much. Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change your mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. New element has been added to bullet time battles.
Another one?
We're doing this right off the bat. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet. Do you remember which one this is?
Add more than one ingredient to the recipe.
This is a rhythm game.
Oh.
On the bottom of the screen, underneath 10 mark, you see your ammo count. Till now, I've really been able to know how you destroy punch statement. For now, just like press the Y button won't be enough to handle them. Now it'll cost you 1 bullet. Destroy a single weapon. I don't like this.
Keep going.
Are you actually
Fumi
paying
and
attention?
Taka. No, not in the slightest. I can reload by pressing X.
Just like locking on, you have to press the X button in time.
Okay, so
Yay.
A and Y have buttons?
I think A is aim, Y is shoot.
Okay, gotcha. Good luck, have fun. Moment of truth.
We're already doing this.
Let's see. She's so cute. Look at that.
You have it wrong.
A.
I cannot agree. You are a fool.
And then you shoot with Y, yeah.
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away
And
with
there's a
you.
button for the special boy power too. I don't remember what it
You
was.
miserable wretch.
Might want to
I
reload.
cannot agree. You are a
Oh, I have to
fool.
go one at a time?
Lies will get
Yeah.
you nowhere. Do your worst.
You're reloaded. You're reloaded. You're reloaded.
Oh, I'm losing. Oh,
you're
shoot.
losing.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
Where's my
Do
thing?
your worst. Away with you.
She's using her negative time. You can use your power time.
Wretch.
How do I do
I think
that?
it's one of the. I don't remember. You were the one playing.
Don't go up.
Now you can just do it at any time you want.
Lies will get you nowhere.
Final strike.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Thanks. Oh. She be shattered. Wow, I flubbed that up to the victory.
The dolly moved.
I was
I have it
like
right
gonna
here.
read it, and then I was like, wait, no.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
I could have just picked that for my evidence.
There was a pool of blood.
I
in
didn't
the
have to- you have to
equipment
fight her.
room
I didn't have to
tire
embarrass
markings
myself
that
for
matched
it.
the
You have to
dolly
engage in a
wheel's
battle of rhythm.
tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through
You
the
think
blood
you
on
have better
accident
arguments?
as they
Okay,
wheeled the body
let's
out of the
dance
room.
off.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
There's my proof. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Yeah, you're kind of getting her
Well,
killed.
anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Okay.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
But Makoto will do it
If you look
instead.
back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
But look at how the body's made up to clear why the person in the suit couldn't do it. What does he mean by that?
They have done that because you can't bend over. What is this? Oh, okay. Robo Justice costume. Cool.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the, then
Yes.
loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it
Yes.
off, right?
I think.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
That's true.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle,
There's no, like, noise
all
here.
you'd have to do is bend
No,
over. Then you
baby.
push the
Did I
dolly
really
across
miss
You
it?
missed him.
So the killer just crouched down
Oh.
and carted the body off to the repository.
That's
If you
right.
accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
We're blocking
That
it, but.
kind of scared me.
I don't think I realized anything.
Alright,
Alright.
get to it.
Rewind.
As we know.
And from there,
Yeah,
And
the
from
culprit
there.
wrapped then loaded it onto the dolly and
Here we go,
wheeled
here we
it
go.
off.
I'm ready.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a
Well, yeah, but even with that, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Please hit. Okay.
You can also, have they taught you how to slow down?
Yes,
yet?
you mention this every single
You
time.
never do it.
No, it takes
In
time.
future games, you'll want to
You're
slow down, though.
absolutely
You
right.
absolutely
You
will.
could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
This is a great image. I'm blind as a bat. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. Still like it wasn't me. Not to mention, totally can't paint it the way it seems like pretty honest oversight.
Thanks, Ina.
When you're
Flashbacks,
in
I
that
don't care.
suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
it seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend
I mean,
over.
you can just kick it, but, like,
What's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
I'm with her.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yes?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
Thanks.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity
Like,
to
you
go
just
about
sometimes
wrapping
read
your body
random
in a
words.
tarp.
It's fun. I'm not gonna pass up as an opportunity to say
Say
cumbersome.
cumbersome, that's fair.
Dexterity. Cumbersome. Tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance the costume's taken off because
Can't take it off by yourself.
once it's on, you can never take it off.
Kina's not strong enough as an option.
I think it was Hero. I don't know. Either way. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off, little help. Why would you make something you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy, I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice, let's help him.
Thanks, Hero. No problem, Hero.
It seems
I've just now
impossible
decided
to
that
put
these
the suit
flashbacks
on
will be
before
voiced by
taking off
whoever
without
starts them.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that the whole game. You can just remove the text.
Yeah, that's right.
If you want to, like, look at
So-
Babes or something, you know?
It's really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the
That's good
dolly?
to know.
To be clear,
To look at Babes
whoever
with.
did
This is a
move the
weird
body
angle. Is this a
couldn't
weird
have been
angle?
Hero
It's, like,
in the
really high
robot
up.
suit,
Yeah,
correct?
it's like weird because they're
No,
cardboard.
wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Took?
You all got a good look at it.
You
Did
all
know?
got good look. Oh, it's
The
not.
image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
Babes.
If whoever was in that
Homies.
suit is not the culprit,
Me and the
how do you
boys on
explain that?
Saturday be like,
Me when the boys give me a back rub.
Besides, do you remember what the
Leon.
now deceased
No.
Hifumi said?
Leon's like the most forgettable character in this game, I feel like.
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
Because, I mean, like, at least
long
Sayaka
as
is
those
shoved
facts
down your
exist,
throat,
the
but, like,
proper
Leon and Junko are
conclusion
just
is
kind of
beyond
there.
question.
They just kind of
Junko,
die.
yeah.
Yeah, you haven't thought about Junko in a while, have
The
you?
individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Take your swirly ice cream hair and shut up.
And put your collar back down.
No.
Hold on a second.
It's still far
Sorry.
too early to reach that
Okay.
conclusion.
That had nothing. That wasn't like a, oh, it looks
There's
good.
no
It was just
hurry
like a,
to decide who
I don't know.
did
She's,
it.
but yes.
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Oh, I can do some explore.
Okay, all right.
Instead of
Hey,
seeing
Sorry,
how we
we're
doing?
just gonna.
But where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning.
There's
Maybe
these
we'll
three
uncover
kids.
something new.
Yeah, I was like,
What a pain in the ass!
albeit, nope.
So what you gonna call? Yeah. Alright.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything
For the
went
record,
down.
as far as in terms of waifus, Genocide Jack is low. Not as low as Celeste. Toko and Jack
Really?
are a little bit higher than Celeste for me, but
Really?
they're both like DF tier, so
I mean, Sakura's at my bottom.
that's
tier.
fair. Sakura's like a D tier as well because she would break me.
Yeah, I respect Sakura. I'm just not attracted
All right then.
fair.
Let's take another look back at what happened.
to somebody who could rip me in half with
I
his two
suppose we
fingers.
could start with this morning. Four of us gathered
Let me
together
review
in
the
dining
entire
hall.
chapter for you.
Makoto,
We all woke
Hina,
up in different
Kyoko,
classrooms.
It
on the
started
first
when
day.
Sayaka tried to kill someone.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up.
Look
so
at all
we
these
went to
dead
look
people.
for everyone.
No, what's that
That
another?
was around 8 a.m.
And as soon
Look at
as
all
we
these
split up,
stupid dead
Kyoko went
people.
missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room
do you mean?
and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
I'm sorry, all my stuff is getting in
Oh
the
no, my
way.
wife. Oh no. Sorry, Priscilla came in the room. Soon after that,
It
Hisui's
seems I was
shirt.
unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
A convenient alibi to have taken a picture with.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Everyone in this game is a strange costume.
As it turns out,
true.
it was Robo-Justice.
And these
It
are
also
calm compared
soon
to future
became
games,
clear
man.
That this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Who does have the wildest costume in this? You can keep playing, but I'm trying to think who has the wildest costume. Maybe Correcchio.
We were soon joined in our search by
Let me know in the
Byakuya and
comments who has the
Toko,
weirdest
and
costume
then went
in
on
this
to find
series.
Hifumi in the library.
Weirdest outfit.
He was injured, so we took him to the
I like
nurse's
this shot.
office and resumed our search
What?
for
I like
the
the
suspect.
silhouettes.
But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moved around the top of stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
It's just one of my favorite lines. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I don't care. I saw him, this strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was walking the stairs looking at him where weird.
and then,
Celeste's voice changed.
Oh, yeah. Huh. What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been.
Hifumi!
He's in the nurse's
The
office.
Alpha and the Omega.
This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
This is the dumbest bit.
point, we
I'm
decided
sorry
to divide
for
up
bringing
into
this
two
into our
groups.
life.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office.
For how
Sakura,
boring this trial is.
Byakuya,
I don't
and
like this
Toko
trial.
chased
Yeah,
after
do we
the
have to
suspect.
like sit here?
I say we listen.
I got it figured out. I got it
To the
unlocked.
nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Celeste has only been furthering my point.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Whoop, whoop,
I left
whoop.
Celeste
Wait.
and Hina there and headed back
Wasn't
to
he
the
not dead
3rd
yet?
floor to let the others
Or did
know what
Monokuma
had
just
happened.
like...
We heard a body discovery announcement when we noticed Hifumi.
So did Monokuma just
And we
get it
heard a
wrong?
body discovery announcement when we found them together in the room.
Okay. Question. Didn't he wake up at one point?
After the second body discovery announcement, he woke up briefly.
So Monokuma could just get it wrong.
I think it's implied that he got like a second
we had
wind,
just
but that he was
discovered
dead, and then he got
Taka's
like a
body
weird
in
second
the
wind, and
equipment
then
room.
Oh, anime.
I
We
don't know.
must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office.
I see
But
gears
right
turning.
after we left the physics
I
lab,
love it.
we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very
So
surprising.
Fumi wasn't dead at that point. He just walked up. Fumi's body disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Okay, so he just got up and
Then
waltzed
we
out.
remembered we'd left Toko passed
yeah.
out in the equipment room, so we hurried back
You
again.
monsters. Can't do that to her. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
Yes.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for two
It is a
missing
good
dead
review if you do
bodies.
take a break between the investigation and the trial, but if you've just done this, like I played the investigation and then immediately went into the trial, and I was like, I know, game.
It's been like 5 days, but I have not taken a break from the investigation.
After some time.
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Hifumi and Taka!
Hifumi and
I think
Taka.
that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
I got notes if you want a summary.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay,
It's a series of
well,
unfortunate events.
if that's true, then what?
Rather
I
than a
shall give
single
another
series of
summary.
events,
Let
I
me
think
tell
we
you
have
what
to
happened the
consider
day
each
before.
murder a separate
There were secrets
situation.
that we all had.
I had oatmeal for breakfast that day.
Chihiro was a
From
boy.
there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened
What
to
does
Taka.
N037 mean? Contradictions hidden what happened to Taka.
Why was the N 110?
She says that at one point.
Oh.
They're like, doesn't the 1-1 look more like an N? And then Sakura's like, but N037.
When I recover the truth, I have to find him. No matter what.
Don't forget, I don't know if you have to use it this time, I'm just saying it as a general thing. Don't forget you can also absorb.
I can what?
You can absorb bullets and use them. Like, you can highlight them by
that's
holding down the
true.
button.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi.
Yes, he killed him.
She's so pretty.
Perhaps it was after?
No.
I like her. She's so pretty.
We already know what order they were killed in.
No, we don't.
Taka came last.
Dang it, man.
What makes you say that?
The hammers.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came
I think you do have to absorb. I don't remember which one, but there's only 2, I think.
Okay, here we go.
So, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in.
I'm gonna take a
Taka
shot.
came last.
What makes
After
you say
Because of the
this
numbers.
It's true that he
brief
flew out
respite.
Taka's death.
Yeah.
So it's obvious Taka came.
I also like listening to them sped up.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in.
No.
Heck, dude.
Oh, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something's weird's going on.
Somebody's dead. Of course something's weird's going on.
Shoot.
Shoot. My lice is acting up again. Wow, gotcha.
That's because a lot of the jokes you make I've already heard, but like I've never heard that one.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice
Slow,
Hammers.
slow, slow down. How do I slow it
I
down?
think it's a bumper.
I pushed all of them. Okay, I hope you guys
it
like.
B?
So, I wonder if he died.
beast.
Are you
before
sure it's not a
Hifumi,
bumper?
or perhaps it was after.
It's that one. Okay.
A bumper.
Let's
We already
reload.
know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Get some stamina back up
What
here.
makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No.
Is that the same thing I did last time? No. Okay, I know. Okay, I got it. I got it.
wonder if he died
Stop
before
commenting. I got it.
We already know of the
It
numbering
might be
of the
the
Justice
other way around.
Hammers.
Nope, you're good. Okay.
No, I don't have another choice.
Well, you could have absorbed the numbering and it stays in your thing for another.
Do
loop.
they make you do that sometimes?
Yeah.
There's no
Sometimes you have to
reason
wait
to
for
assume
later in
that
the
the hammers
argument
were
to-
used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality,
What was
Taka
your note on
killed
this? Like,
before
the hammers
Hifumi?
are numbered and I don't know why or something?
Yeah, like the hammers are numbered, but that doesn't mean anything.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
The proof is in the pudding! Something that relates to what time he must have died. Irish rush.
You gotta watch them. What's in your hair? It's on the wall. Okay. What? Oh gosh. Wow, I wonder what it could be. No, what button do I press?
Rules, it's the same as the shooting button.
Okay. Nope.
I was like, wait. That's not how you spell wrist, Daniel.
Oh, I have to go in order?
You have to go in order, yeah. Did you not know that?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna get this H. And the T, okay. Okay, any day now.
Daniel.
Oh!
Daniel. I was like,
There's like a million C's on
you
this
have the
screen.
tea already, sir. Spill the teas, sis. Also, you're down to 1 heart.
If I lose, do I have to do the whole trial again?
You start over from whatever phase you're on.
Taka's wrist. See? Look. It broke with the
I don't know if that
hands
shows up
pointing
on the
just past
recording,
6
so I don't
o'clock.
comment on it
It must
about
have
Adam
gotten
playing
broken when he was
Counter-Strike. Hi,
attacked by
Adam.
the-
Thanks for not
I
counting.
hope you're watching. Hey, you! How long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock. You know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
That was when I woke up.
And
You're
that
really
would
pretty.
be
Can I
his
smooch you?
official time of
Sorry,
death.
this is all I can think about because I'm just like, I have nothing else
But
to
if
think about
that's
because I already
true,
know what happens
He
in the
was
trial.
killed
Me
well
too.
before Hifumi.
I got it.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
By the way, thanks to the murderer for not killing any waifus this time.
That simple fact slipped past
They
all
killed
of us.
Sayaka and then they killed Chihiro, and now I feel a
We
little
made
weird
the
about
wrong
that, but like,
assumption about the order of events, all because
Yeah.
of those justice hammers.
Looking back, like watching Game Grumps play and stuff, I just cannot see Chihiro as a girl anymore.
I know. No, it's really hard. You're like, wait,
Exactly why
wait,
the
what?
culprit wrote the numbers
Like
on
I said,
each
I almost
hammer
slipped a few
and had an
times in
increase
recording.
size.
Like,
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6,
think
Then
our lighting's
everyone's
probably getting
alibis for
weird.
his
I'm
murder go
gonna
out
check
the
it
window.
real quick, but keep playing.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
She do be getting points across though.
No, we're good so far.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Not if nobody actually knows when Ifumi died. 'Cause he
That's
disappeared.
right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
I mean, someone's not, honey. Someone's not.
Yeah, we already did this entire flashback. It's like, why are we doing it
When we
again in
heard
this trial?
Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Dude, we were making out in the repository.
What? Jealous.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office. And that's
Celeste is like, and we were making out in bathroom.
That's right.
No, it was her and Hina.
Oh.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Can I make out with you?
Oh, I know. They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
Just stay out of this. You're not helping yourself.
Where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
I am the most rock solid out of anyone here.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Someone did, though.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
Which
When
time?
his body vanished from the nurse's office,
It only disappeared once.
Hina and I were in the bathroom together,
Oh.
while everyone else was in the equipment room.
Oh, you were. That was actually where they
Yeah,
were.
no, that's where they
There was
were.
the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time,
I wish she
we
said
were all
Hifumi in a
gathered
funnier
together
way.
in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
I wish she was like, Hifumi or something, you know?
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body, because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
Would you please tell me where you were, Kyoko?
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going
I know.
around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
It was the hammer.
In
It's no
particular,
fair. You can't
I
make
think
fun
we
of
need
my
to figure out
dyslexia.
how Hifumi's body got moved.
Who and hat. Never mind.
That's true.
It's a big brain
We
joke.
searced everywhere,
Okay,
but we
Matt.
couldn't figure out how to explain his body
Sometimes I make
disappearing.
jokes that make sense in my head, and I'm like,
And
I
according
can't
to what
explain my
Celeste
train of
said-
thought.
Yep. We could not have gone for more minute or two, so Killer was able to move body mount, it would seem.
His body
Could you say
apparently
amount?
disappeared in
Amount
the
of
1
time.
minute
Oh,
her
that's
and
what you'd
Hina
said.
took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
It's only something Sakura could have done. And everybody's like, oh, stop picking her nose on camera.
There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Why'd you have to call me out like that?
You're on camera.
I was just itching it. Look, sometimes you got boogies, you gotta get them
What if I
out.
told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Stop talking in riddles.
What? How?
That's what she do.
If the dead body were to move itself.
Okay, there you go. At least you're onto something.
The dead body
New world
moved
order,
on
baby.
its own?
No, not another.
The thing is that I don't think this moment deserves this music, because this is like the grand
Wish Hero would have done it so we
I
could
don't
just
think
get rid
it
of him
has
too.
anything
That's
to do
exactly
with
what I
evil.
felt at this point in the game. I was
think
like,
what she's
okay, you were
implying
fun, but like, can you stop?
So annoying all the
Thought
time.
Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Then what about the
Alive?
body discovery announcement?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible?
Yeah, it is. What am I doing now?
Proving that Hifumi was still alive.
Okay. Broken wristwatch. No. We're not
Are you
using
saying
that.
that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually
I remember
still
this one, I
alive?
think it's really annoying. I don't remember how to do it, but I
It is
remember this being...
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
I killed him myself.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest
That
of
should
us.
be yellow.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
I'm gonna save that.
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
let's try it.
discovery.
Nope.
I think you have to flip them.
Yeah, someone else's discovery goes into Hifumi's body.
Shoot!
Oh, this is fine. You can see what happens when you fail now. Nobody believes me. No wants to hear what I have to say. Even though I wasn't even making an argument.
Uh-oh, have we already come to the end of the debate? Well, then the class trial's officially adjourned. Time to reveal who's the blackened. The implications that everyone else just dies.
It would appear the... Oh. Yeah, this light doesn't make sense.
Everyone else... Oh, sorry, I should have been reading that. I don't know why, I just...
For all of us?
What do you say? Want to give it another shot, and then you just start from the same.
I refuse to give up yet.
There's really no punishment for it.
Yeah, I got all my hearts back. Alright, here we go.
Alright. So that's what happens when you game over. Everyone
Cool.
goes, it must have been Makoto, because he's not making sense.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance you...
No. Hifumi was dead. Without it, and you know that.
Surely you heard the body discovery and Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that
I don't
is
say
why
that.
the announcement
Correct.
was made.
Also, for the record,
Really
if you
so
have
sure
one
about
saved,
that?
you can
Maybe
also
the
get a different one
announcement was
saved while you're...
To signal someone
Else's discovery.
Like, if you wanted a different one, you could.
That took like 3 different buttons. I had to focus so hard
Are
on
you
that.
saying
That's
that
fair.
when we first there's a chance
There's
you...
just some of them I remember...
Still alive.
Oh.
No, it is impossible.
We're gonna get some stamina
Hifumi
back.
was dead, without a doubt.
I think...
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement.
You think what?
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Whoops. Okay.
But yeah, sometimes ones that I got stuck on, I remember because I heard the first line so many times that
That's
I'm like...
fair.
And so whenever I hear there's a
Was
chance
the
he was
body
actually... I was like...
discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
I just had
Of course
trouble
it
with that
was.
one when I streamed
The
it.
announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body
Question.
that we heard
What?
the announcement.
When Chihiro was found, didn't Monokuma say, like, everybody meet in the girls' locker room?
Yes.
Interesting that he only did that once.
So there's a good
I
chance
think
we
it's
made a
implied that
mistake
they...
in there somewhere.
I don't know. Yeah, I
think
don't
we
remember what he
confused
said.
whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty. He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means
Oh, it wouldn't
even
have
if
gone
we
off in
find the
repository.
same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Okay.
If that's true, then why was the announcement
I'm kind of glad
made
that they
again
just
later
explain
on?
it. Like, they're not like, okay, figure it out, Makoto. They're just like,
Yeah.
We heard the
we heard
body
the announcement
discovery
twice.
announcement
One was for the
twice.
second body. The first time I played is when we found each body. The second time was when...
Bodies rediscovered.
Yeah.
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Uh-huh, yeah. Interesting stuff, Makoto. Just...
Ding dong, ding dong. Body's been discovered. There's a certain amount of time. You can suck my butt.
It didn't seem weird at the time.
Sorry.
But it contradicts what Monokuma just
I don't know why
told
that's
us,
become my
doesn't
go-to
it?
phrase.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
In reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually
Taka!
being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
You had to see!
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
You tried, sweetheart.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
You shut your murderous mouth.
But honestly, I do not think there's
I'm defending my serial killer.
Still alive.
Okay then,
There can only be one
let's take
serial
another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body.
Whatever you
then
say.
It should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Agreed. Joseph.
This is proof. Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
It was the trolley. Can't I just pick it
from the trolley, dear?
Can't I just pick it from my list? Like
anything from the
Well,
trolley?
here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Yeah, that's right.
And then,
Who are
while
you
me and
supposed to
Celeste
be?
were in the bathroom,
Uh-huh.
and his
Yeah.
body disappeared.
Uh-huh.
And the next time we saw his body,
Yeah.
it was in the repository.
That's right.
But when you compare
What?
his body before being moved
What
and
he
his body
sounds like.
after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
Heck!
Your meaningless words tire me.
Please stop wasting my time.
Shoot.
Alright, get this one.
Well, here's one
Oh, that
thing
was the
we
last
do
one.
know.
No, I mean get this one.
The first
What do
time
you
we
mean, was
found
this the last-
Hifumi's
what?
body was in the
Was that the
nurse's
last,
office.
like,
No.
frame?
No.
Okay, we're gonna cut
It was
this
like
there.
4 more.
And the next time it was in the
but when you
in the
compare his body
repository.
before being
Stop
moved
talking.
and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable
Ooh!
difference.
Ooh! No, shut up, there was.
No,
Shut up! You're stupid! Right.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi's
Okay, yes.
glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in
Get
the
up.
beginning.
Hamilton was wearing his glasses.
Perhaps you'd like
I'm
to
back
fill
on
the rest of
Hamilton,
us
in
in?
case you couldn't tell.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Oh, I
glasses
can't
were
see
covered
my
with
dead
blood.
self without my glasses.
But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
I noticed that. I noticed it on my own. Aren't you proud of me?
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
I forgot.
There is a family trash can. The nurse's office was.
Hero. The glasses cleaning cloth.
I got it! It
Why
was a
did
glasses
you do
cleaning
that?
cloth
I
featured
just,
one
I like to
look
think he
of
gets
blood
more
stain on
intense
the
with his.
cloth.
I got it every time.
I got it!
To the point where he just can't
piece
get
of
it out
cloth
anymore. Just like,
is
"Ah,
used
he's like,
to
he's like,
clean.
the best is that nobody else said anything. He's like, I found the item that was used to do it.
And then he's like,
I got it. I got it.
And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
That's why he's the culprit.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
You would know.
I
Weeb.
highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Stop talking. It's mine.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are.
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
I just used my shirt as I did earlier in this episode.
It belonged to Hifumi.
I'll clean your glasses, Toko.
So what you're saying is, what exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was
I'm
wiped
trying to find a
away
good
using his
endpoint
own
so we can like
glasses
transfer
cleaning
over to another episode, but it's just
Even
kind
if
of
it is-
going.
It does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
Yeah.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see.
You're doing so good.
Oh,
Danielle.
thrilling gameplay.
Then he
You're doing
stands
so
up
good.
and walks out on his own 2 feet.
So far, I've been right about everything.
And
Yeah.
with that, the impossible
I'm very
task
happy
of
with it.
moving his copious corpse becomes possible.
Okay,
as
Kyoko,
we
with the
say.
alliteration.
Copious corpse. Couldn't. Never mind.
If he was just
That was
pretending
embarrassing.
to be dead,
Copious corpse couldn't come
what
closer.
was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Yeah, what is with all that blood?
Good question.
I mean, it's kind of forced at this point, but let's find out in the next one.
It's too much to say it was Taka's.
Yeah. Think about that. You think about that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
As usual.
And
I'm gonna put on my detective cap.
Thanks
So bye-bye.
for watching. Bye. Your detective cap?
Yeah, that's how I detect things.